That shooting has one man looking for answers after his property was damaged. Caleb Murphy was at Dave's when a dispute inside led to a shooting in the parking lot. Now, it wasn't until later that night that he noticed bullets damaged his vehicle and one of his most prized possessions. Keely Shields joins us in the studio with more on what you can do if you find yourself in this type of situation. Keely.
Caleb Murphy is a regular customer and musician at Dave's and says nothing like this ever happens. While he is glad no one was harmed, he is a little hurt by his property being damaged. Caleb Murphy works as a nurse, but in his free time, he's a musician, and Dave's Dark Horse Tavern is one of his regular hangout spots. After the shooting early Friday morning, he decided it was time to head home until he realized his truck had been damaged by flying bullets.
I cranked up and I got about 50 feet down the road and every light on the dash came on and it started spraying, spraying fluid and making noises. The first thing I did is I turned right around and came back because I figured I might need to file a police report or maybe I've got evidence, I don't know. So I turned around and I came back, but the police were here tied up, so I just went on to the house and it made it home, but I don't think it's making it anywhere from there.
Also damaged in the shooting was one of Murphy's prized possessions, his guitar. He carries it with him almost everywhere he goes. As a musician, it is practical value, but to him, it also holds a lot of sentimental value. Murphy has had it for almost 20 years. He says it wasn't until later he found out his most prized possession was also damaged in the gunfire.
Of course, I was a little frustrated by it, and I went back. It was about 3 o'clock when I went back to get something else from my truck, and I reached over and I picked up my guitar and I noticed that 2 of the strings were broken and there was holes in the front of it. And but again, I'm glad I'm glad my guitar got it and the people didn't.
Local insurance agent Adam Davis says you never know when you'll be the victim of property damage. He has advice on what to do if you find yourself in this type of situation.
Always contact the authorities. The reason to always contact the authorities is because the insurance company is typically or hardly ever on the scene. So we can only base our determinations through our adjusters and the decision makers that process the claims. We base all that off the information we can get about the circumstance.
While you are not required to file a police report before going to an insurance agency, Davis says it provides them with a hard copy and it can help them help you.
You have a way better chance of success in any insurance claim the more information that the insurance company can get.
Ward 3 Alderman Jeffrey Rupp has been a regular at Dave's for years. He says that while the situation is unfortunate, he won't let it keep him away from one of his favorite spots.
I've been going to Dave's for over 30 years. I've always felt safe there, and I've always felt it's one of the great fun places to go for great food and music.
Insurance agents say that if you find out your property is damaged, it's never a bad idea to give law enforcement a call. There is no word yet on if Dave's will reopen tonight.